saw your comment right when I ended it. So I had difficulties with how my phone was like not staying still, but I think now it's finally okay. It better be, please, phone, just stay where you are. But this might be a good thing because I didn't want to do a long live anyway. So let's please, phone, please don't move. Okay, I'm just like kind of worried. What's okay, but surely it'll be okay. So welcome. So this live is to celebrate what today is. Today is April 13th, 2023, and it is the 5th anniversary of me being a monbebe. So here I am to celebrate it, but there's a reason why I can't do a long live today, because I did plan to do something, but things happen. So things happen. But I'm okay. But I want to do a live regardless. I just want to hang out with you guys and talk about, happy 5th anniversary to me and talk about Monster X and everything. So, yeah. But I'll get into other topics later. And so anyways, cheer, yeah, hi again. I know, you just say the same thing again, you silly person. I'm like, well, Cherry say the same thing again. I'm like, of course she would. And so whatever, cheer, thank you. But hi there. But I wanted to look better today, but I couldn't. But if you still think I look good, thanks, buddy. But whatever. But you know me, cheer. But how are you doing? And she tells me happy anniversary. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, thanks, buddy. And so it's just a day for me to celebrate, but you guys are free to celebrate with me and whatever you guys want to talk about. It's all free for all. Like I don't like, even though technically the reason I'm doing this live is about my anniversary, but I like to hear other people's talking as well. So you guys are free to talk about anything you want. And I'll manage, what things to do during this time, of course, because yeah, like I said, I don't want this live to be long, but we'll see. And then Cherry tells me it's New Year's Eve today. What? New Year's Eve? For whatever holiday you're okay, great. Happy New Year's Eve. And so tomorrow's the New Year's Day for something. That's very exciting. Okay, wow, that's very exciting. In April, celebrating New Year's, that's very exciting. Great. Fatine, how have you been? Long time no see. She says, hi, girlfriend. Happy anniversary. Thanks, buddy. You guys are so sweet. As always, again, just, you guys are always too kind. Thank you for being here with me to celebrate. And like I said, there's not going to be a lot of things to do in my 5th anniversary live. Like, I plan to do something, but I'll explain what's going on. But don't worry too much. That's the first thing I want to say. Don't worry too much. But, things happen. It's okay. All right? It's okay. So I'll talk about that in 1 second. Sherry says, my anniversary is in a few days, so I'll celebrate with you. Get out of here. What day is it exactly? How many few days is it? Because I love April for so many reasons, but what exact day is it? Oh my gosh, we gotta celebrate with me today, and then later on your actual anniversary. Please do. That's very exciting. Wow. Fatine asked me, how am I doing? I will answer that. Sorry, what did I just say? I will answer that in 1 second. So I will answer that in 1 second. And then, but how are you guys doing? Of course, let me know anytime. And then Sherry says, we have our own calendar, so it's New Year 2080 tomorrow. Wow, the year 2080. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, but happy New Year to you, or at least enjoy this last day of 2079 and then into 2080. Wow, so cool. Happy New Year. Yeah, that's so cool. So many things to do in April. I love it. Great. So let me answer Fatine. How am I doing? I'm okay, but of course things could be better. So I'll explain, why. Okay, so first, of course, today being my 5th anniversary of being a monbebe. I've celebrated with you guys in previous years, and blah blah, but so this year, I was planning to do something, fun, but I canceled it because I sadly today I just had to deal with some stuff. I mean, it's not, I don't really have to deal with it, but it's just not good, you know, sadly what happened today. So it's a little bit sad. I know, right? On my 5th anniversary, Mon Bebe, and something kind of sad happened today, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible, of course not. And I want to believe all of us can relate, you know, to this story. But so basically today, I find out that someone I'm close with caught COVID. Is this person's first time catching COVID? So I mean, you know, at this rate, you know, given how long COVID has been, maybe at this rate, almost everyone we know probably will catch COVID, but still just made me really sad. This person, first time catching COVID, now of all time, you know. And so, I just haven't heard like anyone close to me catching COVID for quite a long time. And like, I wanted to believe because COVID's getting better, right? And like, we're all still being careful. At least I hope so. We're still all being careful. But then, as we know, the government laws for like masking and stuff, got is getting less. There's of course in other countries, I'm sure everyone is like not wearing masks and stuff. But anyways, but it's just really sad. So it's just really sad. So yeah, so that kind of dampened my mood when this person told me the news, and I'm just like, man, gosh, it's like, and so then it just got me thinking about the other stuff. Is like last year around this time, if you guys remember, that's when Monsta X caught COVID. But not only Monsta X, other people I knew as well caught COVID around the same time as them. So it's just kind of weird timing. Why in spring everyone catches COVID, especially near my birthday, and I'm just all these, so like my favorite month of the year also has like sad stuff that happens, but then let's to be more accurate, MX guys, most of them caught it end of March, so technically not in April, thankfully. But then Ju Honey caught COVID last April. It's okay. So anyways, yeah, so just just wasn't fun to hear that news today, and then just thinking, man, I really thought COVID was getting better, but no. So you guys have to always be careful. COVID is still out there, of course, but not only COVID, the flu, of course, is still out there, and what other diseases are still out there, But our best defense is wearing masks, and like if people don't want to wear masks, it's their choice. I know, but yeah, but this person, this person close to me who caught COVID, it was kind of like an accident, kinda. It's hard to explain. I can't say too many details about them, but yeah, it just sucks. And so anyways, if you guys don't know, I still have yet to catch COVID, which is really lucky of me, of course. But keep in mind, I rarely go out. Even when I go out, I am like making sure I stay away from people. I am masking like as tightly as possible. I'm just so careful, even especially when I'm out eating as well. It's like I try to pick places that don't have a lot of people, but I know my risk of getting sick will always be there no matter how careful I am. But I think thanks to me being so careful and lucky, let's be real, and lucky that I still haven't caught COVID. And so this person that just caught COVID, yeah, I think they were just lucky for a really, really long time, and then just sadly today was the unlucky day, so that's how I'm going about it, because surely everyone is being as careful as possible, but of course, not everyone, but anyways, yeah. So anyway, so I mean, this person who's close to me that caught COVID, I don't want to believe that they were, doing stupid things or something. It was kind of an accident, but also kind of like bad luck in the sense of how they caught COVID. You guys get me? So yeah. So it just sucks. It sucks. But overall, that person is okay. Just dealing with the symptoms of after catching COVID, which is kind of similar to the flu, but I can't say I've never caught it. But anyways, but they seem to be okay. They're vaccinated, of course, so they seem to be okay. But just yeah. So anyway, so I'm kind of sad, on my 5th anniversary that the sad thing happened. But it's gonna be okay. Of course, it's gonna be okay. And I just hope that that people everywhere is careful of COVID, just that's the best we can do. Be as careful as possible. And, when unlucky days happen or accidents happen, you get sick, it's just the way it is, Yeah, it's just the way it is. So, Yeah, so I hope all of us stay healthy. I hope I never catch COVID, but sometimes I think at some point I might catch COVID, right? But hopefully not. But yeah, let's just all be as careful and as healthy as possible. Yeah, and hopefully everything will be okay. And also with me, I mean, I'm going to the USA next month, so that always worries me. You know, if I get sick on the trip in USA, you know, given their, you know, more, what's the word, more lenient about COVID than how Korea is. But yeah. Yeah, anyways, just wish me luck. I think that's number one thing. You know, I will always be as careful as possible, but I need luck to hopefully not get sick when I'm traveling. Yeah, and all you guys too, if you're planning to like travel or do anything, you know, as always, be careful. And yeah, hope that we all don't get sick. Yeah. Okay. So you know, so just you know, that just basically dampened my mood all day. And, you know, I just couldn't do the things that I planned to do, which were like, you know, fun stuff, of course, you know. And so yeah, I just decided, yeah, I'm not in the mood. And like, yeah, so I just decided, yeah, at nighttime, here I am at nighttime, just saying, you know, just celebrate with me. Yeah, it's my 5th year. And then I'll just talk about, you know, some stories that I feel like talking about, you know, just in terms of me being a Monbibit, and like you guys as fellow Monbibits can talk with me about it too. So that's all I plan to do. Just chat and relax. And that's why I want to assume this won't be a long live. And yeah, that's it. Celebrating with me. 5 years being a Monster X fan for all 7 guys. So yeah, not saying any guys left out for all 7 guys. It's been 5 years of me liking all of them. Yeah, yeah. So the sad thing out of the way. So yeah, so the sad thing out of the way, and now moving forward, let's talk about fun things. You know, how we fell in love with MX, and you know, with me, how what happened on this day to make me a fan, blah blah blah, and like how do I feel now 5 years later. That's basically what I'm just gonna talk about, and you guys can share whatever you guys want to say, and share any of your stories or conversations as well. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So let me read you guys' comments, and then let's talk. You know, just chat together. Um. So Cherry says, I just claimed April as my anniversary because I found them around this time. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow's date is my anniversary. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, you just found them around this time. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow. What? Basically the same as me, almost the same as me. Oh my gosh, get out of here. So yeah, so today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, let's just celebrate being Bon Bebes. Why not? Why not? And then, as you know, my birthday is really close to it. And so yeah, let's just celebrate all the time. Why not? Yeah. And Fatine says, you're doing good. I'm glad to hear that. I can feel that my mind is in a good state after I'm working after 3 months. My gosh, you were like working nonstop 3 months. Is that what you're telling me? Oh my gosh, but now you feel better. That's great. I mean, I'm hoping to be in that situation soon, because I've been working nonstop. I felt like ever since mid-January, and so I still can't believe now we're like mid-April and I'm still working like crazy. But I'm very hopeful that I will have everything done in time when I need to finish them. And yeah, so Fatine, I'm hoping to be in your situation soon. Yeah. So anyways, congrats, buddy. That's very exciting. And then Fatine says, "Oh, I know. She tells me get well soon. I mean, I'm not sick. But yeah, unless you're talking about the person. Yeah. They will get soon. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. You know, they're young. They're young, and yeah, just surely be okay. Yeah. Don't get down about the COVID. Just mind your health now. You'll be okay. I know. Thanks for saying that. Yeah. I most importantly, I'm glad that I'm still healthy, and you know, just you know, being as careful as possible. But still, you know, when it's someone close to me that get sick, you know, with anything, but especially when it's COVID and it's their first time catching COVID, it just makes me, makes me sad. And but I'm still sad about anyone that catches COVID. So all of MX guys, except for Shonu and Wano, as far as we know, never caught COVID. But who knows? Maybe Shonu did catch COVID, but didn't tell us. But for sure, the 5 guys, caught COVID. And I'm still sad. I'm still sad about them catching COVID. And then other people I know around me as well also caught COVID, and still makes me sad when I think about it. But I'm trying to think positively that, COVID in the beginning was killing a lot of people, but now, especially with the vaccine, it's a lot better, right? So I'm trying to stay positive that, this person catching COVID now, especially after being vaccinated, is gonna be okay. That is kind of like the flu, but I don't know. It's not like the flu, right? But it's similar, right? But still, COVID, it's still it's still stronger, right? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just trying to think on the positive that yeah, they're not gonna die from it. Just have to deal with the common symptoms and hopefully whatever long COVID is. That's always worries me for anyone who caught COVID. What exactly will long COVID do to you? But I hope everyone will be okay. That's most important. We'll be okay. Oh gosh. Yeah. Diseases suck. We all hate diseases, but yeah, but they exist and just the best we can do is just live each day the best we can and stay healthy. And yeah, hope for the best. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, thank you for the encouragement. Fatine says here in Malaysia, also climbing a bit high, like high number of COVID cases. Really? Oh gosh, yeah. So COVID is not over, even though people make it seem like it's over, but it's not. It's still very contagious, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then Fatine says we're worried we can't celebrate Eid next week. I forgot what is Eid. Don't tell me. I'll look it up. 1 second. I forgot what's Eid. Um, it's gonna be April 20 to 21st. Wow. Yeah. It's the festival feast. Yeah. Related to Ramadan. Yeah. As you guys know, I'm not Muslim, but yeah. But I did hear about these holidays before. So okay, yeah. So so during Eid is when you guys the families and friends, I guess, gather around for this big feast, I guess. And so yeah, but with COVID climbing again, yeah, that's definitely dangerous to meet all together. But I mean, I don't know. It depends. It depends. It's been 3 years since COVID started, and you would think things are getting better now. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so it's up to you guys to make the best decision. Um, yeah. But hope you guys can celebrate best you can. Even if you can't meet each other, hope, yeah, to celebrate best you can. Cherry says, but usually I celebrate my weenie and Monbebe anniversary on the 14th. How sweet. How sweet. On the day after mine. Really? How sweet. But girlfriend, I like to celebrate on April 14th too, because April 14th is also a nice day for me as well. But we could talk about that in 1 second, but that's so exciting. We have like similar Monbebe anniversary days. Celebrate with me, girlfriend. How nice. Cherry says there's been a rise in COVID cases where she is too. Gosh, that's so disappointing to hear. Yeah, so I don't know like what's going on in you guys' countries, but I only know how's it doing in Korea. But so far in Korea has been okay. It wasn't like anytime recently a huge COVID rise, but it's just in general, it's still here, but it seems to be like kind of stabilized, but still of course people are still catching COVID every day, of course. Yeah, and so so it just sucks. It just sucks, and people shouldn't think that it's over. But I keep hearing about people traveling overseas often. I mean, I'm traveling overseas soon, but but we're banking that at this time is not gonna be too bad. But of course I'm gonna wear a mask the whole entire time. But then yeah, when you're eating on the plane, yeah, that's when I'll be a little bit scared. But I'll do my best. Hopefully, yeah, me and my mom will be okay. Let's really hope so. Yeah. So anyways, I'm trying to think positively. It will be okay. Just hopefully, yeah, we just don't get unlucky, just interacting with someone who's COVID positive. That's the only luck we need to get, not to interact with someone who's COVID positive. And yeah, hope for the best. Yeah. And you guys too, stay safe out there. Cherry says, I know I found Wano first, but as soon as I found Wano and became a weenie, I believe I became a Monbebe too, because that's so beautiful. That's always so beautiful to hear, happy to hear. Jerry says, right now I have a book hangover. The book I read was so good. My mind is still stuck in that book and the world it was set in. So I was trying to find a book that would entice me. I see, I see. A book hangover. I of course have never experienced that, but that's very interesting. Once you finish a book, but it was like so good and you're like can't get over it kind of feeling. I can understand that feeling, but not with a book. But yeah, but yeah, yeah, like enjoy that time of like, you know, experiencing that world and like yeah, and then like, you know, that surely it ended well, right? But then yeah, but then you need a new book to help you get over the hangover from the previous book. I'm sure you will soon, since given how often you read, I assume. Yeah, you'll find a new book soon. But yeah, but yeah, but thank you for telling me, yeah, what's going on with you. Fatine says, I actually forgot when MX came into my life. Like they came into your life when you were at your lowest, but you met Wano in mid-July or early August. Very cool. But I forgot the exact date. All good, all good. I think people who can remember the exact date is only because of a certain memory that happened on that date. And so that's why how I remember April 13th. But for normal people, I mean, when it just happens, like, you know, we don't think like, wow, today's the day that I fell in love with blah blah. No, I think it's kind of not normal now that I think about it, because I can't remember the first day that I got into K-pop. I know I was a teenager because my high school friends introduced it to me, but I cannot pinpoint when was the exact day I became a K-pop fan, you know? And so I wish I knew, but I could only guess that I was like maybe 15 or 16 years old when that happened, but don't know the exact date. And so yeah, so I'm just relating that most likely how you are with the date is probably how I am with the date of when did I become a K-pop fan. I can't pinpoint the date, only the year, so yeah, so it's okay. And so yeah, so I'll tell my story in a bit why I know April 13 is the day I became a Monbebe, and yeah, we'll go into our Monbebe story soon. Yeah. Fatine says, I'm worried the most about COVID because I'm working at a clinic. Oh my gosh, girlfriend. And we don't even know about the patient's health status who come to the clinic. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But can I believe that everyone working at the clinic, they're all wearing masks? I hope. But then, yeah, but then you can't test everyone if they have COVID or not, right? So that's definitely a very, very risky thing. So yeah, as always, stay safe. I really want to assume at a clinic, you guys are all wearing masks all the time, right? Surely, right? So yeah, so just, you know, we know what to do. You know, it's just unfortunate if we do interact with a positive COVID person, then that's gonna. Anyways, yeah. So I just hope we're the best. All you guys, just stay safe out there. Yeah. Cherry says, my goal is to read 50 books this year, and so far you have managed to read 20 books. That's amazing. And it's only April, girlfriend. Oh my gosh, you're totally gonna reach 50 in no time. Wow, girl. Yeah, good luck to you. Good luck to you. And yeah, hope you find that new book soon. 15 says, yeah, we are all wearing masks all the time. Good, good, good. I'm glad. So yeah, that's the best to do for now. And yeah, and just you know, what at times when you have to take off your mask, just make sure that you're not around a lot of people or like close to anyone. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best we can do, you know, yeah. Distance, you know, hopefully don't interact with anyone who's positive. That's the best we can do. Cherry says, one on MX made COVID lockdowns bearable. I totally agree. Yeah, so she was in the second semester of her master's degree and her written exam was postponed. Wow, wow. Yeah, during COVID, the beginning of COVID, basically, yeah, we were, yeah, it was an interesting time. Yeah, yeah. And then some of you guys, yeah, became monbes or weenies during that time. So, you know, all things happen for a reason. So I still think if COVID never happened, we would be in way different situations at this time. I do think so. But, you know, because I wouldn't have been so like you know, doing YouTube stuff all the time if it wasn't for COVID, you know? And so you know, things happen for a reason. And yeah, I'm still glad to have met you guys and seen you guys. All this fun stuff that we do on YouTube together. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool. And so yeah, so I'm glad for some of you guys, yeah, to help get through the COVID lockdowns and, you know, the stress and all the, you know, pandemic things about it. Yeah, yeah, K-pop helped us through the stuff. Yeah, yeah, it was very cool to see that they can still, you know, do what they do. Given with COVID, like they couldn't go abroad and do concerts and stuff, but they still managed okay. We still had comebacks during COVID, you know, so yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience. Yeah, yeah. Cherry says they had so much content. I spent so much of my time going through their old contents. That's so cool. Yeah, yeah. If you were just at home, yeah, with nothing else to do, and you were just looking at all Monster X content, that's the best way to do it. Good, good, good. Cherry says, I like to believe I would have found Wano and MX one way or another, but it would have taken some time. Oh, sure, 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 definitely. Yeah, yeah. So COVID, like, maybe like expressed it, you know, expressed your experience, but yeah, but I think so as well. Eventually, one of, you know, whenever something, you know, in destiny, you know, it's just destiny, you know, whatever the timing would be, you would have found MX and Wano eventually. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just thinking how to go about this. Yeah, yes, because, you know, I want us to try and get over the sad news that I had to share. And so yeah, so surely they will be okay. We will be okay. All you guys will be okay. Just always be careful out there. Um, yeah, yeah. Let's hope we all will stay healthy forever, right? Yeah, but if we get a little bit sick every so often, that's normal, of course. But I hope none of us will ever get like super duper badly sick. Yeah, hopefully not. And so let's go ahead and celebrate celebrate what this day is. Like, yeah, I don't know how to transition it better than this, but this is the best I can do. So yeah, so today, April 13th, 5 years ago in the year 2018 is when I became an official, not official, sorry, what I mean by that, because I didn't buy the membership when I first became a Monbebe. So I mean on this day was when I like fully became their fan. I guess let's put it that way. So let's start from the beginning. When did I first hear about Monster X? It was in 2016. So they were only 1 year old, and I heard their song Hero for the first time. I forgot where. See, yeah, so just like, you know, relaying with Fatina, I forgot where, I forgot when exactly it was, but I know it was around the time Hero came out. Did it come out in 2015? Well, I just remember on my phone it says I first listened to this song in 2016. So I'm glad that my Melon app, the Melon the Melon app, it tells you when was the first time you heard this song, and so it tells me 2016 February. I think it said February 2016. So anyways, but I first heard it on like TV or my computer. I don't know. Something happened. Something happened, and like Monster X Hero came up, and I was like, wow, that's a really catchy song. And then that's when I decided to listen to it on my on Melon, and so yeah, and it tells me it was early 2016, and so that was technically the first time ever I heard and saw Monster X. And so yeah, so the song interested me, but for some reason it didn't interest me enough to get to know the group. And so all I did was that I listened to Hero. I also listened to that whole album. No, I didn't. For some reason I did not listen to that full album. How come? How come? I don't know. But anyways, but in that album I saw they had another song called Broken Heart, and so that was also my first time when I heard Broken Heart, and I was like, oh my gosh, this song is so good, you know, because as you guys know, I love ballads so much, and so I really enjoyed listening to Broken Heart. But then for some reason it didn't make me interested to listen to their other songs. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't remember, yeah, that long time ago what I was dealing with. But at the time in 2016, I was a full-on BTS fan. So I was like, yeah, all into BTS, and just, you know, but still I was into listening to all types of K-pop groups and stuff, but I was still very hardcore a BTS fan. And so yeah, for some reason I was only interested to listen to Hero and Broken Heart, and I really liked those songs, but never wanted to get into Monster X. And so fast forward to 2017, which is the year that I started my K-Shopper. So my K-Shopper, my own business, it started in 2017, and as I was promoting it and then getting new customers and stuff, one of my first customers, she was also the first one to tell me about Monster X, like you know, to buy Monster X stuff for her. And I was like, oh, okay. And so because of her, you know, I started to learn more about the members, like what are their names, and I saw their photos and stuff. And so yeah, so this was like before Dramarama, so like maybe a few weeks before Dramarama. And so she was asking me to help her buy some photo cards and stuff, and so that was like my first time like really looking at the members and knowing their names and stuff. And so at this time when she asked me to buy this Gihyun card, and so when I saw this Gihyun card in person, I was like, oh, he's such a handsome guy. So yeah, my first time seeing Gihyun was technically on a photo card, even though technically was on Hero the music video, but I really wasn't interested in any of the guys when I was watching Hero music video. I don't know why. They just didn't interest me. So interesting, right? So yeah, no one was interesting to me, but then thanks to this customer, yeah, so I bought a Gion photo card for her, and yeah, and so this Gion photo card, it was when he looked like from Shine Forever, and so yeah, so it was a Shine Forever photo card, and yeah, for some reason I was like, oh, he's such a good looking guy. So that's all I remember thinking, what a good looking guy, and then just forgot about him, you know, because I was still very into BTS. So I think because I was so into BTS, I really, you know, I'm really tunnel vision when I like someone, you know, so I was like all tunnel vision for BTS, and so if any other handsome guy comes my way, I'm like, whatever, yeah, you're handsome, but I'm not gonna think about you, you know. So yeah, so that's basically how I felt like when I first saw, yeah, Gion for the first time. But not only Gion photo card, I saw the other guys' photo cards. I remember I bought something of Wano, Hyungwon, IM. Yeah, so I see all these guys' photos, and I'm just like, yeah, they're not for me, you know. That's just rethinking these memories, it's really so hilarious. It is. And so anyways, yeah, this is end of 2017. I'm just like, oh yeah, these guys, you know, I was really like not interested in them. It was so funny. And so anyways, yeah, so I'm still buying stuff for her. I helped her buy some stuff during Dramarama era, and so because yeah, so I decided to give their album a chance. So like, since, you know, I was helping this customer buying Dramarama stuff, so I decided to hear Dramarama, and so I'm like, this song is so bad. I know, I'm so, that, you know, this is why I couldn't get into Monster X, you guys know. And so yeah, so I really couldn't get into them, no matter how, I mean, I didn't try hard. No, I did not try hard at all. It was just, you know, just thanks to this customer, you know, I was exposed to Monster X, and so I decided to give them a try. But yeah, when I heard Dramarama for the first time, I was just like, wow, this is really, I really don't like this song. I really didn't like that song. And so yeah, so sadly, Dramarama era, even though I wish I could have become their fan since Dramarama era, but I couldn't. I just really didn't like that song. And yeah, even though I thought Gion was a handsome guy, but none of them were making me interested enough to, like, you know, to dive into them, you know what I mean? And so yeah, so anyways, yeah, so I just went about it, just, okay, whatever, you know, just helping the customer buy Monster X stuff. And then a few months later, Jealousy comes out, all right? And I'm still helping the customer with Jealousy stuff. And so yeah, so anyways, but she's not like buying like a lot, but just you know, I always can never forget this customer. But I don't know where she is now, because yeah, I haven't heard from her in a long time, but I know she's doing her own thing. But yeah, but I can never forget her. She's the reason that I became a Monster X fan, technically, you know. And so anyways, yeah, so Jealousy rolls around, and you know, so I don't know their comeback schedule, of course not, because I was only following BTS, and so only about Monster X stuff is only thanks to that customer. So she's like, hey, Monster X is gonna come out with a new album, if you could help me buy so and so stuff. And I'm like, yeah, of course, yeah. And so Jealousy comes out, right? And then yeah, so of course, you know, I give it a try, of course, you know, so I listened to the album, and then I really like Jealousy. I'm like, oh, their music suddenly got better, and I was like, okay, I really like Jealousy album. And then listen to the other songs in the album, but they were all like okay to me, but like just Jealousy for sure really caught my attention. So yeah, so like finally I'm like, wow, Jealousy is pretty good. And so from here, then one thing led to another. I cannot say how exactly it happened. This is it's a long story, but it was sadly a story that I cannot say publicly. But one thing led to another. I decided to apply to one of their fan signs. Okay, yeah. So I wasn't a fan. I you know, because during this time I could have applied to be officially a Monbebe fan club member, but I didn't even know about it. But also I didn't feel like I was really their fan. You know, I just liked the song Jealousy, and you know, I just whatever, you know, whatever. So anyways, I still didn't feel like they're a fan, but one thing led to another. I decided to apply to one of their fan signs. Long story, all right. It's really such a long story because, as I just said, I wasn't really their fan, but I was at least interested, okay? I was at least interested. And so I just decided, okay, let's see. And so the thing is, I haven't been to a K-pop fan sign in forever. So I think the last time I went to a K-pop fan sign, a K-pop group fan sign, I mean, so Jealousy was 2018, right? So I think the last time before that of going to a K-pop fan sign, I think it was 2014. Yeah, 2014. Yeah, 2014. So I know how fan signs are, but still, given it's been 4 years ago, I don't know how Monster X fan sign is or how exactly it goes. So I really felt like I was like going in blind. I was going in blind. Just the whole process of how to apply and blah blah blah. And back in 2018, there was no like extra photo cards with your fan sign purchase. No. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so it's just crazy how times change. And so yeah, 2018 is just applying to the fan sign, but this was also pre-COVID, right? And so you have to go there in person to apply for it. And so anyways, yeah, so I just went through that whole process. I was just, yeah, okay, let's try, why not? And so yeah, so I applied with how many albums that I wanted to, but we didn't really know, could we really win or not? I don't know. But I say we because I'm not doing this alone, if you guys can. But no, I didn't do a group order. Don't think that way. Sorry. But I mean with me and a team of people with me convinced me to try and do it. So basically I'm not alone in like this is like all my doing. Like basically it was like a group effort. It was a group effort, or I'd rather say team. We were a team effort, but I did not do a group order. No, I didn't even know what was group orders at this time. Okay, yeah. So again, it's a very, very complicated story, but I cannot talk about it publicly because it was a team effort kind of thing, and so just for privacy things. And so anyways, yeah, so it was a teamwork kind of thing that happened. Okay, so it was a teamwork thing, and yeah, so they convinced me, why not just try? And then so let's work together on this. I'm like, I mean, okay. And so I go about it, just all new experience. Also them too, like they don't know what they were doing too. Okay, it was just all like a team effort trying to go about this. And yeah, so I'm like, so they're like, yeah, I mean, we don't know if you're gonna win. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna win either, but why not? We just tried. Okay, we just tried, and yeah. So like, So anyways, long story short, my first time applying to a fan sign in 4 years, my first time applying to a Monster X fan sign, and just, we're going to wait and see what happens. I'm like, yeah, okay, but I was fully expecting not to win because I wanted to assume it is hard to win, but I don't know how exactly hard it was. So we just, we just bought as many albums as we wanted, right? And so long story short, I ended up winning, right? And I'm like, is this for real? Is this really gonna happen? So like again, I wasn't really their fan, and so the first time I decided to try for their fan sign, and I end up winning. I'm like, what the heck? So I this is so 15. So back to 15. How I can remember this day is because it's an unbelievable thing that happened to me on this day 5 years ago. So that's why just everything, as you can already hear from this story, how unbelievable it is, right? It's still unbelievable to me. Still, okay? And so anyways, so the day of the fan sign is April 13th, right? But then I didn't know I won until the night before, technically April 12th. That night is when I find out that I won, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Am I really doing this? And so, thankfully, I had a group of people with me. I mean, again, let me call them my team. Okay, my team. So thankfully, I had a team with me. And so, when I find out this, I'm like, guys, what's going on? Can you believe this? Or this is really happening? And so thankfully, I had a team with me. So it's all good to, like, my emotional support and then helping me get through this, right? And so... Anyways, but keep in mind, at this time, I'm still a BTS fan. I was. So at this time, I was still a BTS fan, but I was kind of like, on the fence. So like I've been a BTS fan starting in 2015, but I don't remember the day I became a BTS fan. Isn't that hilarious? But yeah, yeah. So again, 15. I think it's like very normal. You know, we can't really remember the day that we become their fan. But I just remember I became a BTS fan during I Need You era. But I cannot tell you when exactly that day was. I think it was probably in May, since I Need You came out around May, I think. So I do remember I became their fan after I Need You. After I heard the song, I just instantly, yeah, I was like so in love with that song that that's how I became their fan. And then I wanted to get to know them more, and then listen to their music. And so yeah, so thanks to the song I Need You, that is like that made me into their fan. But Monsta X, sadly, that never happened with me and Monsta X. Like I like the song Jealousy, but it didn't make me fully into their fan. But then again, yeah, like I said, at this time I was still very into BTS. So I think because I was very into BTS, that it was like kind of hard for like someone to like come into my heart, you know? Yeah, because I was like fully still into BTS. But at this time I was on the fence with BTS because their company, Big Hit, at the time, Big Hit Entertainment, they were really, excuse me, they were being jerks. They were being jerks a lot. So with Big Hit being super jerks and like making me not like being a fan of BTS, so it kind of made me like on the fence. And so I was like in a I was in a wishy-washy situation when Monsta X Jealousy came out and when I went into their fan sign. So 1 second, I didn't think I would talk so detailed about the story because I talk about the story every single year, don't I? So I'm pretty sure I said the story last year. I'm pretty sure, but yeah. So I'm thinking I don't need to say the story in detail again, but just 1 second. So I need to like organize my thoughts. Like what exactly do I want to say? But all these details is important to how I became a Monbebe. It is important, right? So where's my phone? Where did I put my phone? Oh, here it is. I see some of you guys are here. I mean new. I think some of you. Yeah. So let me read comments and then I will organize my thoughts of how should I continue my story. Okay. So 1 second. um. Um, so Cherry, so back. So I'm starting from where we left off. So Cherry says it was such a surprise because I've never been the one to have a celebrity crush. Sorry, to have a celebrity crush. I always have book crushes. Yeah, Cherry. I still think that's so amazing that Wano is your first celebrity crush. But I'm thinking like out of any celebrity out there that can make you have a celebrity crush, and it's Wano. Like I could totally believe that Wano is out of this world. We know this, you know, and so yeah. So I think that is the reason, you know, because Wano was able to was able to have you fall in love with him. No surprise, you get me. So anyways, yeah, Wano is a amazing guy. Cherry says, can't believe it's already 2 years and I have enjoyed this journey so much, met so many nice fellow weenies and Monbebes. You've been only a fan for 2 years, girl. It feels like you've been a fan for like as long as me, in all honesty. Yeah, you don't seem like a 2-year-old fan. That's so amazing. Wow. Cherry says, also, during Dramarama, you were a BTS fan. That's right. Why is your memory so good? You guys' memories are so good. It is so scary. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So she remembers me saying this. Yeah, during Dramarama, I was still a BTS fan. Yes. And they have different styles, so it's understandable. Yeah. Very much. But even now, I'm full on Monsta X fan, but I still don't really like the song Dramarama. But I just like it only for the significance of it, because it's their first song that won #1 on a music show. And after a while, I guess it gets catchy a little bit, but it's never in my playlist to like listen to it for fun. Never. But just only for like sentimental value. Yeah, I would be okay to hear it, but I still don't like that song. Yeah. But definitely BTS music was more my style. But BTS music nowadays is not my style anymore. Very unfortunate. They had really good music back in the day. I Need You era, and then Run, and then Spring Day. Yeah. So they kept having lots of good songs, and that's why I was still a BTS fan even during that time when I went into Monsta X fan sign. But like I said, I was like wishy-washy, and so yeah, definitely music style was, so basically the reason I'm a Monsta X fan is definitely not because of their music. definitely. But I'm so glad that now, or like recently, ever since Jealousy, their music has definitely improved to more my style, but still I'm not like a huge fan of Monster X music. You guys get me? Yeah, you guys get me, because if I was a huge fan of Monster X music, I would have been their fan since Dramarama, if only, or since Hero. No, if only I was able to like fall in love with them during Hero. Man, my one bit of life would have been so different. But no, it wasn't enough for me to become their fan, you know? So yeah, so their music always is never the main reason why I'm their fan. Yeah, so interesting, right? So yeah, so that's why it took until I met them at my first fan sign. Only until I met them in person, that was the only way I was able to become their fan, and it happened on this day 5 years ago. So long story short, that's basically how I became a Monbebe. There was no way I would have been their fan if I never met them at this fan sign. So it was like destiny, right? I just decided to apply just for fun, technically just for fun, right? And like we had no idea what would happen, but I somehow I somehow got in, and like went through the experience of meeting them for the first time, even though I wasn't their fan when I was meeting them for the first time. So it was so awkward, but I tried my best to go about it the best I can. But thankfully, just the way that they were talking to me, interacting with me, even though I was like not, man, you guys know my stories if you guys remember my stories. But yeah, I was just being like a normal awkward person, because like I didn't really know them that well. But it turned out amazing, and I'm just very thankful that these guys are just really good guys that I really like, I guess. It was just, I can't explain it. So that's the thing. I can't explain what exactly did they do, but it made me their fan just after meeting them. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. How I only talked with each person like maybe a minute, 2 minutes tops. A fan sign goes by super fast. But in those 1 to 2 minutes that I was talking with each guy, each one of them impressed me so much. Like first impression, they all had great first impression with me. I was so shocked about that. Like it was yeah, I've never ever had that feeling with someone before. So it was just so crazy. Yeah, everything that happened during the fan sign. And so after I finished talking to all 7 of them and I go back to my chair, I was like, I'm in love with them. I fully fell in love with them, and I didn't know how to handle it, but it was like I definitely felt something in me was like a new feeling that I never felt before. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Yeah, it was so crazy. But I'm so glad that I had my team with me, that I could talk with them about it, because they of course knew as well that I wasn't really their fan. They knew as well that I was a BTS fan. But then when I was talking with them, I'm like, guys, I think I just fell in love with Monster X. I think I want to be their fan. And then yeah, when we went into this big celebration kind of feeling. But then I had to say, like, hey, but I'm not a BTS fan anymore, I think. But no, I was still on the fence. So even though I fully fell in love with Monster X on this day, I still liked BTS in some sense. I can't make that go away instantly. So I was still like liking BTS, but Monster X was totally overpowering the love of BTS that I had. But still I had to deal with some things. But then something happened with me and BTS's company that made me forever like not be their fan. And so did I ever tell you that story? I think I did. But okay, but yeah. Yeah, my K-pop fan life story, yeah. Yeah, during that time was crazy. But I'm happy to say that after I stopped being a BTS fan, I was like full on 1000% into Monster X, and ever since that time I have never ever liked any other group except Monster X since that time. And now it's been 5 years, and I'm still so in love with them ever since I first fell in love with them 5 years ago. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, right? Yeah, so I've never liked a K-pop group this long before, and especially this kind of feeling that I have towards them. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But yeah, but my experience of course is so weird, right? So like you guys really, really love Monster X, but then you never met them in person, right? And I think that's so amazing. I wish I was like that, you know, but I couldn't. For some reason, I couldn't fall in love with them no matter what, right? No matter what. But it took until I met them in person in order to fall in love with them. But, you know, we're each our own person, and I'm just glad that, you know, destiny did this for me, that was able to meet them in person. Not only once, but you guys know I met them a couple times after that. So my luck with Monster X is really out of this world. It is. And so I just want to believe it's because I'm destined to be with them. It feels like it, like this much luck with them. You know, all this luck, as you guys know, my crazy luck with them. I mean, I must be destined with them. I must be. And so I take it as that. And that's why I really want to believe I'm going to be their fan for the rest of my life. Hopefully, you know, if everything doesn't, you know, go down the drain, if, you know, if something bad happens. I really hope not. But as long as everything goes perfectly well, yeah, I really want to be their fan forever, you know? Yeah, yeah. So anyways, I think that basically sums up everything of why this day is so memorable to me, and you know how I became their fan is just such a crazy story. And so on this day, just for me to remember, and also for any of you guys to know my story every year on April 13th. I just, yeah, I just always, you know, yeah. Yeah. So anyways, but I'm very grateful for everything. You know, even though I wish I became their fan, you know, early on. But you know what? Maybe it just wasn't meant to be, you know, early on, because they were like immature young kids at the time, you know. And so maybe it wasn't really until 2018 where it felt like, you know, they were like more mature, which is more my style. So maybe that could be just overall good timing, you know. Maybe I mean, Dramarama, they were not super immature, but I think Jealousy, like really I felt like a lot more maturity in Jealousy than in Dramarama. So maybe it was just definitely the right time for me, you know. So yeah, so I try to think of it positively. It's not too late, it was just the right time. Yeah. Why am I being so like what's the word? So like what's the word? So wise? That's not wise. It's just, but I feel like I was just like saying very what, let me read you guys comments. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so back to where I left off. Cherry says Jealousy is so freaking good, you know. And so yeah, I'm just really glad finally, starting with Jealousy, they were making songs that I was more interested in. Yeah, that's why I forever love Jealousy. Hi Sarah, I was wondering when you would be here. Hi Sar. Cherry says it's such a cute story. Thank you for saying that. It's a cute, unbelievable story. But yeah. And yeah, happy, Sarah telling me happy anniversary. Thanks, buddy. No worries. Cherry says she has to go out for a bit. No worries. Catch up with you later if I'm still here. No worries. I wonder, when did you leave? But yeah, come back anytime. No worries, girlfriend. Sarah says, I remember you told us the story of how you became a monbib before, but it's always nice to hear it again. So, Sarah, so sweet. So sweet. Yeah, but then you guys' memories are really amazing. Like, I really wonder how much of my stories that you guys remember. But Sarah, as always, you're too sweet. Like, you know, you don't mind to hear it again, even if you already know the whole story. But I wonder, with each time I tell the story, maybe I say some like new information. I wonder, maybe, because I don't remember what exactly I told you guys 1 year ago. And so hopefully, maybe 1 year later, yeah, I share some, like, I don't know, some new feelings or some new details that I didn't say before. But anyways, yeah, but you know, yeah, this memory is like so deep in my memory. You know, the day that I fell in love with 7 guys. And FYI, on this day is also the day that I fell in love with Gihyun. Like, you know, also, so not only I fell in love with all 7 guys, but Gihyun as well. On this day, he was my favorite. I on this day, he became my ultimate bias as well. So yeah, so it's also, yeah, 5-year anniversary of me, you know, ultimate bias with Gihyun as well. Yeah, so yeah, so it's how could I ever forget it, you know? How could I ever forget it? And yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have had someone take video of me, because you know, I was like, you know, didn't know what to do at a fan sign. Okay, it's been 4 years, but like, yeah, I didn't think at all to have someone videotape me. So I wish I had video of that moment, but I don't, sadly. Yeah, but So all I have is just my memory, and I have voice recording. Of course I did. It wasn't allowed, but of course I have voice recording of it. So I only have those things for memory. And yeah, and so that's also why I can remember so well, since I do have voice recording of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, every time when I think about that day, yeah, yeah, anyways, just very, just always touches me. Just I'm so glad, that happened, and I became their fan on that day, you know, yeah. So I'm just always, very, very happy that happened to me. Um, mm, Cherry says, I really am glad too that Wano was your first celebrity crush, right, girl? Me too. It's so cool, yeah. Jennifer. What? Are you still here? Oh my gosh, Jennifer. Long time no see. Hi, Jennifer. She says, hi. Long time no see. Yeah. How have you been? Is today Chrissy's become Monbebe Memorial Day? Yes, indeed, Jennifer. First off, Jennifer. Long time no see. But I sometimes do talk with her because, yes, because anyways, Jennifer, how are you? But yes, today, of all days, you come on the day of my Monbebe anniversary day. Yes, girlfriend. Yeah, it's been 5 years of me being a Monbebe. Wow. Wow. Jennifer. But anyways, I hope you're doing fine. Cherry says, I do feel like an old fan even though I have been in the fandom for only the last 2 years. Right, Cherry? It's just, I think it's just so impressive. I don't know, like in these 2 years of you being a fan, it like equals to being a longtime fan. I don't know why. I guess your experience or your thought, or I don't know. But yeah, it totally feels like you're way longer than 2 years. Just amazing. Wow. Jerry says, it's definitely not only the music. I am more of a fan of them for who they are. I am invested in them as people more than anything. Yeah. And Sarah says, I can totally relate. Yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah. So I don't know if Cherry left or not, but anyways, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you guys feel me? You guys feel me? Yeah, yeah. But still, I still think that's so impressive, but like I said, like I keep saying, we're all different people. It's like for some reason I could not be their fan until I met them in person. But you guys don't have to meet them in person, and you love them as people. I think that's so amazing. That's so amazing. So anyway, so after I meet them, and then then I started watching all their shows. No Mercy. What else was there? No Mercy, Dispatch. Right now, yeah, Monster X-Ray, yeah. So I saw all of that, and then that made me like them even more because of how they are in person. When I met them in person, it's not exactly how they are on TV, but it's similar at least. So it doesn't feel like I'm seeing fakes or anything. They definitely are very similar to how they are on TV and in person. But I have to admit that in person they're just more relatable, which is totally understandable. You don't have a camera on you, and so when you're meeting them in person, they're more relatable. They're very yeah, but at least their personality that we see on TV, you can still see it in person as well. And so that's what I mean, that they're totally not fakes or anything. Um, yeah, but still, even meeting in person, they still have a wall. They still have a wall. They can't like totally, you know, be totally vulnerable to you, right? But still, I can see some realness. Yeah, some realness in them when I meet them in person. So sorry, guys. My back is still killing me, so I'm trying to find the right position. But for now, yeah, I think this is okay for now. Okay, okay. So 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 yeah, but in general, I think I still prefer to see them in person than on TV, definitely. Um, um, but how to explain that? But the thing is, it doesn't make me want to like go to every fan sign of theirs because yeah, I'm not made of money, as you guys know. So of course, it would be nice to interact with them more often, but I feel very content with as much as I was able to win into. I'm very content with that, and if I win more in the future, would be great. But I'm not seeking for any more stuff, and just if it happens, it happens. But yeah, but the thing is, what keeps me going to still be their fan is that is because of my memories. So my memories of how they are when I meet them in person, that's the main thing why I'm still their fan. And so when I see them on TV, like they're still so fun, so relatable. Of course they are. I still enjoy seeing Mongo so much, as you guys can see. Like I love seeing them do whatever. But I can tell within me, it's like only that, you know, of what I see from them on TV, that's not enough for me to still keep being their fan. I don't know why. I don't know why. I must be so freaking weird. I know I am. I must be. I must be. And so yeah, so I definitely can tell, you know, about that about myself. But because of my memories is that I how they are as people, you know, from my memory of how they are as people, like those are the main things that I still like them, that I still want to be their fan because of that. Do you guys get me? But it's so weird to say because I there's no way I could really know a person in the few minutes I talk with them. Of course not. But I think in the few minutes that I was able to talk with them, it just they left with me something that would stay in me forever for some reason. For some reason. So for example, I mean, why Gian is my ultimate bias ever since exactly 5 years ago. He was he was really, I don't know how to explain it, but he was really, man, but definitely he was different from the other members. So each member, you know, was, all of them left good impression to me. But Gion in particular, he hmm I think I mentioned this before, like he was very forward with me, which I really like. So I don't remember any of the other guys being forward with me. So he was very forward with me, and you know, it felt like he was like trying to make me like him. In all honesty, it felt that way because of how forward he was, right? And so I definitely like take that as like a really interesting quality, right? And so he was super forward with me, and then he was like really, I don't know. He was hmm I guess he was being a type of guy that I like to see in a guy, but I never seen that before until he did that. Do you guys get me? So yeah. Let me try to explain it one more time. So Gian was being himself for sure, but he was he was doing things that I'd never seen a guy do to me before. And so that made me like really like, wow, oh my gosh, he's doing stuff that I really like to see in a guy. And I guess that really impressed me and made me fall in love with him, I guess. Yeah. But it was, you know, not something incredible, not something incredible that happened, but it was at least the start of it, right? Because he was doing something that I never seen any guy do to me before. So yeah, so then that just made me be like, wow, I think you just made me fall in love with you. But I was still like, you know, I was still like, you know, what's the word? Like hesitant? Yeah, of course I was. Like how can you fall in love, how can you fall in love with a guy that quickly? But as time went on, and then, you know, I met him a second time a week later, and then blah blah blah, you know, and so and then as time went on, and he still is that way, and he like shows like other parts about him that I still like to see. So he's very consistent. As you guys know how much I like consistency. So every time I talk or meet with him, he's so consistent with that. Um, and yeah, and so I'm just like, man, you're the type of guy I really like, and I've never met a guy like you before, so that's why I really like you. And then as time goes on, and like I see Guillaume on like what he does everywhere else, you know, like, you know, anyways, like just everything all combined, like every time I see or, you know, or learn something new about Guillaume and like all these things, it just makes me keep liking him more and more. So he's basically the guy that is just the type of guy that I really like. He is like embodying it basically, you know. But of course he has flaws that I don't like, of course. Like, but every person has flaws, you know. But even with his flaws, I still really like him. Like I could like, you know, the flaws are like not red flags or anything. Like they're just, you know, I still like him even with his flaws, which shows how much I like him. And then yeah, and just all those memories that I have with him, and then how I see how he is on TV or when he's on Bubble Live and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, you're still consistently this guy, you know, even 5 years later, ever since I first met him, he's still consistently the same guy that I still really like. And yeah, I'm really glad that he's not changing into anything weird or different, because when he does, that's when I probably won't like him anymore. But I hope not. I hope not. But you know, I really like maturity. So like I definitely want to see him mature more. But you know, that he still stays that same consistent guy that he is, which I hope yeah, never goes away or changes. You guys get me? Yeah, yeah. So anyways, it's very impressive. Even after 5 years, he's still consistently this kind of person. That's why I still like him. But not only him, all 7 guys. The other guys, even after 5 years, they're all consistently the same as well. And that's also why I keep liking them. And going on this journey with them and growing up, but still, even while we're growing up, everyone is still consistent with who they are. That's really something I really like in people. And yeah, and these guys are just yeah, they're just really, really great guys. They are, and I hope they will always be that way. Yeah, and so that's why I say, I forever hope that I will be their fan. I hope so, as long as like nothing changes. As I keep saying, as long as like nothing bad happens, nothing changes, that you know still stays consistent forever. Yeah, that'll be ideal. Yeah, but so far so good. It's been 5 years, and so far so good. So yeah, it's okay. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah. So why did I rant about this? I don't know. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Um why I don't remember, but whatever. This live is all about how much I love Monster X anyway. It's okay. It all relates to what this topic is. This is the day that I fell in love with them. And even after 5 years, I still love them the same. And yeah, and I just, I said all my reasons as to why, and yeah. Yeah. Let me read you guys' comments. Okay, but we gotta go. It's 10:13. Like I said, I thought this will be a short live. I think it still will be. But I'm the problem. I go on rants, and then you guys, of course, respond to my rants, and then it gets quite long. But surely we're gonna end soon. Surely. Okay, so let me see how we go. So who? What happened? Because of Cherry's comment. That's because of Cherry's comment made me go into this rant of saying, she's invested in them as people more than anything. Yes, and I relate, and Sarah as well relates. Jennifer, you're still here. Get out of here. I don't know if you're still here, but okay. But at that time, she says she's still here. Hi again, Jennifer. She says, I don't remember the actual date of becoming a Monbebe, but just after Shonu enlisted. Wow. August 2021 for sure. So around then. You what? No way. After he enlisted? Wow. And she says, finally, I can see real time Shonu as a singer in 9 days. I know, girlfriend. We're gonna have a party. Not a real party, but definitely. We're gonna celebrate April 21st for sure. And so Jennifer, oh my gosh, that's so interesting, becoming their fan after Shonu enlisted. But Jennifer, she's a Wano bias fan, but also she's a Shonu bias fan. So I don't know which one. I think she likes Wano more, but still, that's so interesting. You became Shonu's fan after he enlisted. Wow. And so anyways, yeah, not knowing the exact date, don't worry about that. Like, there's a reason why I know my exact date, because of what I just shared, really, really crazy situation happened to me. But I think usually, yeah, we wouldn't really remember the exact date. It just happens when it happens, and then if we don't remember the dates, it's okay. So yeah, but at least you know the general time. Yeah, at least you knew it was after Shonu enlisted, so most likely August 2021, which is really cool. It's again really cool, yeah. Okay, and then let's keep going. Sarah says, there is just something about MX and Wano that wins you over. Every member is special and important. I wish I could experience them live, but I sadly couldn't. Right, Sarah? I totally get you. So, hold on, I thought something happened. Yeah, so Sarah, you get, even though, yeah, again, that's why I still think it's amazing. You guys have never seen them in person, but you guys love them maybe more than me. I think you guys do. You guys love them more than me, but as you guys know, I have experience seeing and talking to them in person, but we're all different people. Again, there's no right answer for anything. Just for me, because of my personality, I could not fall in love with them until I met them in person. But for you guys, just love them as just it is. And so I can imagine whenever you guys do get to meet them in person, it will probably be like, overwhelm you. I assume you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, finally meeting you in person, blah blah, right? And so I hope all you guys will have that experience one day. It's definitely worthwhile, especially as their fan. Doesn't every fan will like to have that experience, of course. And so yeah, so I do. But then again, if it's too expensive, as we know, it's too expensive. Definitely don't do it if you can't afford it. Like, what can we do? Like, you know, only the rich can do. But I'm not rich, but keep in mind, I'm super lucky. So I'm not rich, but just super lucky whenever I can meet or talk with them. So yeah, so I wish you guys luck. That's the thing. I wish you guys luck, and as much as you guys can afford to do it, yeah, yeah, because it's definitely a worthwhile experience for sure. As a fan is what I mean. As a fan. But yeah, so yeah, so for me, it I couldn't be their fan until I met them, and I'm grateful for all the destiny that happened. And yeah, I don't seek out to win a fan sign or a video call again, but if it happens, it happens, so like sometimes I will try, but I don't like buy a lot. And as we know, like, people are like spending thousands to win into their video calls or fan signs, and of course I can't do that. And so I definitely see it as like pretty unattainable at this point, but I'm still glad that I have that experience, at least, even though most likely I can never have that experience again. But that's why I say earlier, those memories I have of how I met them, and all the lasting impressions they had on me, that is the main reason that I still love them so much and still want to be their fan, and that they're still consistent, that they're not changing at all. Like, I can't tell at all that they are changing. They are still so consistent with who they are, and I think that proves, like, they're very secure in who they are. I guess I think that probably is a good reason as to why they've been so consistent and don't change. And yeah, so I really like to see that in people. And yeah, and so that's what I like to. Yeah, so it's just really nice to see that in these guys, and you know and to like them for who they are, and also to support them as singers. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. And yeah. Yeah. But it does make me think, like, how deep is this love I have for them? I don't know. I don't know. Definitely after Wano left, made me realize how much I loved them. But it's still hard for me to understand how much of this love do I love them. Yeah, so I always have those thoughts in me, but I'm just glad that this love I have for them is not going away. Like, they just, them being them, me being me. And there has never been a time, even when Wano left, that traumatic thing that happened, even with him leaving, I still love them so much to still want to be their fan. That's saying a lot. And so I can't explain or understand this love I have for them, but I'm glad that no matter what happens, even a member leaving, that I still love them so much, and that they themselves, they didn't change in any big way, even after Wano left as well. Like, I'm still sad that they can never talk about Wano, and like can't talk about the past things that they did together. I still get sad about it. Like, even seeing MX as 5, 6, 4, whatever, whenever, MX is not complete to me unless it's 7. And so anytime I see them in any shape and form, I'm still sad when I see that. But I still love these guys for who they are, and I still support them even when I'm sad, not seeing it's all 7. And so it's such a big love, right? It's such a big love. And yeah, but I still hope to see them as 7 one day, and that will, like, that will really warm my heart whenever that day comes. But for now, even when separated, and whatever is going on with them in Starship, yeah, I still love and care for them a lot, and just hoping for better things to happen later. I still hope for all of them to leave Starship one day, and I still hope that after they leave Starship, that things will stay consistent. I still hope for that consistency. But if they choose to not be a group anymore, I will understand. I'll understand. But I still want to believe in them still wanting to be friends, though. But if they don't want to continue as a group anymore, I'll be sad, of course, but I'll understand. Because I want them to do what's best for them. And if they don't want to be a group anymore, I need to be understanding about that. But ideally, I want to see them together forever. But if not, It's okay. You know, maybe they'll have like reunion things, you know? Like I wonder if there'll be that group, you know. They have like solo and whatever individual stuff, but they'll have like, you know, reunion stuff every 5, 10 years. I don't like that, but that at least that's better than nothing, you know? So anyways, that's way too much in the future. So whatever happens later, I hope that surely, yeah, as long as these guys stay consistent with who they are and whatever they plan to do with their career and stuff, I'll support them in whatever they want to do. So let's wrap it up. I think we could wrap it up. So today has been an interesting day with MX guys. So first we saw Juhan on M Countdown. He is now blonde indeed. We were assuming he was, but it's not like a bright blonde. It looks like an orange blonde, and so I think the color could still change later, but for now it's like an orange blonde. But I think he's definitely preparing for something. But some people are thinking it's like an MX comeback, but I don't, it's, of course it's possible, but I personally think it's not likely. I mean, Minhyuk just enlisted, and yes, Shawnu is coming back soon, but I don't know. Like I feel like only Juhan is most busy right now, while the other guys are kind of like they're not showing the same thing, you know. So my personal observation and feeling, I think Juhan is gonna have his solo album. I think, but but yeah, I could be wrong. But so far, I feel like he could be doing a solo album, and that kind of makes sense. You know, Minhyuk just enlisted. Shawnu is coming back later, but still, that takes time to have a group come back even after he comes back. But yeah, but just given that Juhani has been preparing this for like a couple weeks now, and like only him was like kind of busy, no one else is, and like the other guys are not changing their hair or anything. So just my personal opinion. We'll see what happens, but I personally would like to see a Juhan solo album finally. I personally would like to see that. So yeah, so more than a group comeback, I would like to see a Juhan solo album. So we'll see. We'll see, but that's my guess for now. But you know, watch it be released when I go to the USA. Watch that happen. Of course I'm gonna be sad, but what can we do, you know? What can we do? So yeah, so I do wonder when will the release date be, but if it happens when I'm in USA, what can we do, you know? And so we'll talk about it at that time, and we'll see how timing goes. So I thought that was cool to see. And so yeah, so I thought it was nice to see Juhan today on my anniversary. And also he wrote a lot on Fan Cafe, but he still hasn't done Bubble. He hasn't done Bubble since 2 weeks ago. So I'm a little bit sad. You know, I want to see him at least once a week on Bubble, but he hasn't written anything for 2 weeks now. But then he has been writing a lot on Fan Cafe though. I don't know, but surely he'll go on Bubble again soon, hopefully. But then, talking about Bubble, I am finally did his first Bubble Live today. I'm like, what? First off, thank you, Rapline. Rapline is like celebrating my anniversary with me, so I was I was just very delightful to see that. And so I am Bubble Live. It started at first, but then he suddenly canceled it, and I'm like, what the heck happened? I'm like, man, are you like technically disadvantaged just like Hyungwon? Like, what's going on? And so I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. But then I think like a few minutes later, then he turned on Bubble Live again, and I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe something happened. But you know, but the thing is, it was very hard to distinguish what situation he was in. So it was dark, and then I was hearing like opera music playing. I'm like, why is he listening to opera music? And then I hear like cars things. So cars things. So I'm like, is he doing a Bubble Live while driving? I'm like, that's so freaking dangerous. What are you doing? You know, so I was like really really confused what was going on. But also he was whispering. I'm like, why is this guy whispering? What is going on? And then I try to like understand what's going on. It didn't look like he was driving. Then I'm thinking, oh, I think he's in a taxi. So that would make more sense. He's being driven, right? And like that's why opera music was playing. For some reason the driver wanted to listen to opera music. So I guess he was like awkward, like I'm in the taxi and like he was trying to like whisper, he's like, oh, I can't do this, he was like, I can't do this, and like, and then just closed the line. But I'm like, buddy, why in the taxi you want to do a live to begin with? So I was like so confused. What is this guy doing? But then he was sending messages later. He said at first he wanted to try to do the live before the taxi came, but then right when he started that live, then the taxi arrived at that time, and so that's why he suddenly canceled the live at the first time. And then I guess so that he doesn't think like the fans was wondering what's going on, I guess maybe that's why he decided to turn it on during the taxi ride, that he's like, yeah, I can't do this for a long time, blah blah blah. And so that is I.M's first Bubble Live. He's had Bubble for a month now, but this is his first one, Bubble Live. But how nice on my anniversary day, right? But in a very very awkward situation, he was in a taxi and he couldn't like say a lot. But then but he just, yeah, so it's okay. But then but then after that he sent messages on Bubble Live. Sorry, on just messages on Bubble. That's what I meant. And like he said, he was riding the taxi and he felt weird, awkward in the taxi. And then he said like, I'm gonna go eat. And then he's sleepy. He just said random things like that. And so so it was nice. I saw Juhan and I.M today, and then technically I saw Gian. His car accident show was playing, but I only saw the beginning of it, and then I came to do this live because I'm not interested to see car accident stuff. But it was just nice at least just to see Gihyun on this special day of mine. That's okay. And then no Hyungwon. But I saw Hyungwon. I think Hyungwon did Bubble yesterday. But I think Hyungwon did Bubble yesterday. And Minhyuk, he's hard at work in the military. But three guys hard at work in the military: Wonho, Shawnu, and Minhyuk. And so so just it's all good. And I figured out that my letters that I was writing through the app to Minhyuk, it's working. Like it said to my letters that they've been like sent out. But it's not saying that Minhyuk received it, but it's just that it's been processed. So they were processed, and I'm like, good enough. So I'm glad that even though it's new to me, but the letters I've been able to write in the app has been going. And so so you guys can download the app. They have a foreigner like login thing, so I think you guys can do that, and then write letters to Minhyuk, and then it gets sent to him if you guys are interested in that. So I've been doing that. Like I wrote to Minhyuk in my letter saying like, oh, today is my 5th anniversary as a Monbebe. Just want to let you know, and like I hope you're doing okay, blah blah blah. So so I just did that, and I wrote a letter to Wonho as well on Fan Cafe, and blah blah blah, just all that stuff. Thanks for being with me for 5 years, and I still like you guys even after 5 years, blah blah blah. Cheesy stuff like that. So I wrote them letters earlier today. And so I think that concludes for today. Thank you for celebrating and joining with me in this conversation. I did plan to do something fun, but maybe on another day. Maybe, I don't know, but there's other days that we're gonna have fun for other things, but it's okay that today is just a low-key celebration. But thanks for hanging out with me, and me telling my story again, but I hope giving some new details, I hope, in some sense. But I'm still here after 5 years, and hopefully more years to come. And so let's wrap it up. Okay, great. Okay. So Sarah says, Honey has been talking about his solo album for so long. I hope he will get to release it soon and enjoy full support from Starship. Got that right. So personally for me, I look forward more to a Juhan solo album than another group comeback, even if it's with Shawnu, in my opinion. But that's just me. So I'm hoping, it's for a solo album. We wait and see. Sarah says, once again, happy anniversary. Sarah, you're always too kind. She says, I'm so glad to have you in our Monbebe Weenie family. Me too. Stop it, girlfriend. She says, good night, Chrissy, and sweet dreams, and goodbye, everyone. Thank you, Sarah. You're so sweet. Okay, so but I'm always so grateful that I became a mon baby weenie. Yeah, you know. I'm just, yeah, just so grateful that it took a lot for me to become their fan, but I'm glad it happened at the right time, and eventually meeting you guys through YouTube and through my K-Shopper, blah blah, everything. Just one thing led to another that made me into this person that you guys see now as a Monster X fan, a 10 fan, all of them fan. I mean all 7 guys fan. Yeah, and yeah, and yeah. So it's still unbelievable to me. It's 5 years. It's still unbelievable, but I'm really, really hoping that it will be for a long, long time. I really hope so, but I try not to think about it. Like I surely want to believe, yeah, I will keep liking all 7 guys for a long time because they're kind of like family to me. At some point, I see them like family, and it's not like I can ever like hate a family member. You know, they're my family. There's no way I could hate them unless they do something really terrible. But still, as my family, I will still like them. So, anyways, at this point, MX guys feel like my family, and so I hope that I can still like them and love them and enjoy them as my family for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, but then Gion I don't really see as family unless you guys can do what. But by the way, I didn't dream about him again. Yeah. After the first crazy dream I had about him a couple days ago, he hasn't appeared in my dreams again. But yeah, but it's really rare when he appears in my dreams. Yeah. So I didn't dream about him again, but I think about Gion a lot on this day too. Let's be real, okay? You guys know how much I love Gion, but today is the day that I fell in love with this guy. I only thought he was just handsome, but I really had no interest in him. Even when I see him singing and dancing, I saw everything, even saw his photo card. I had no interest in him. Just thinking he's a handsome guy, but I really had no interest in him. But it wasn't until I meet him and and the way that he was like talking with me and interacting with me. Yeah, that was the only way that I was able to fall in love with him and become his fan and then be interested in him. It's just so interesting to me. Like if I have never met this guy, would I really not have fallen in love with him? I don't know. So I always think about that. Like really? Really? If I never ever met him, would I really not have fallen in love with him? I don't know. I don't know, but I always think about that. So anyways, the reason why I'm looking here is because my Gion photo cards are here in my pretty top loader. So yeah, so that's why like when I'm talking about him, I'm looking this way because he's right here. And anyways, but like I said, I feel like just it was all destined to happen. So I'm glad to have met him, all 7 guys, and then made me realize, um, that I can meet guys like them that I really, really like and love, because I always meet crappy guys in my real life. But then finally, I meet some K-pop singers who are like, wow, I wish I could meet you guys in my normal life, that you guys are not celebrities, but at least it's good to know that these kind of guys exist, and so just always crazy to think about. Okay, so let's go. Okay, I don't think there's any new comment, but I will wait like a minute or two as I just reflect on this special day and why I like April so much. So as you guys can see, so many things happened to me in April, but even though some sad things, I'm still sad about, stupid COVID. I wish COVID would just stay away forever, but we're still dealing with COVID, sadly, and just wish everyone good health and be safe and be careful. And yeah, and even if you catch COVID the first time, you could still catch COVID again. So, don't think that you're immune after the first time. Always be careful. So that's why I still worry about MX guys a lot. They could still catch COVID again. And when they're not wearing masks, that's just like, you guys make me so angry. But I just really hope they are as safe as possible. And so let's go. As always, be healthy, be careful, be healthy. Didn't I just say that? Be healthy, be careful, be safe. That's right, that's right. And then be happy, stay happy. And good day, good night, and take care of everything around you. And I will see you guys again soon. I don't know how soon, but for sure April 16, because that's Juhan and Gihyun's new OST. And then I saw that Gihyun as well is doing another OST, like his solo OST. I only heard a little bit of it. You know, I'm trying to stay away from like all spoilers so that I can like listen to it, you know, fully, you know, not knowing what exactly to expect. But it seemed like Gihyun might be doing another ballad OST. His last ballad OST I think was Spring Again, but I don't know if I really consider that a ballad. It's hard to explain, but I'll be very excited if he finally does another OST ballad. Does he? And so yeah, so I'm very excited for all the OSTs. And so yeah, so for sure April 16 we have that. And then as you guys know, my birthday, and then April 21, so many things. Alright, so many things. And yeah, so I gotta go. Hopefully I can finish all my work that I need to do today, even though right now it is 10:37 p.m. But this is okay. This is okay. Sadly, I'm not able to sleep early. Even if I try to sleep early, I can't sleep early, and so I'd rather just use this time to finish up work, and hopefully I'll have everything done in time. And then yeah, and then we have lots of celebration to do later. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's go. Thanks again. Happy all days, happy any day. But yeah, thanks you guys for the congrats, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.